This is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about.
It's because everyone's talking about this.
Always live, always real, always unpredictable.
I think that's taking it to another level.
Yeah.
Log on and join our live conversation.
He said this as we were coming on TV.
DBL starts right now.
3, 2. Welcome to Daily Blast Live. It's Friday, July 26th. I'm here with Tori and Stephanie. I'm Jeff. Brandon and Erica both have the night off.
Welcome, Tori.
Welcome to Access, Tori.
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm super excited and I'm ready to take it on.
All right, this is a one-day thing, so please come back on Monday. All right, guys.
I want it to be permanent.
Thank you.
We'll judge at the end.
Okay, appreciate it.
All right, guys, all new tonight. Bravo bigwig Andy Cohen is taking the high road in the ongoing feud with comedian Kathy Griffin. It stems from that infamous Trump head debacle back in 2017. He told USA Today, quote, "She's made up a lot of stuff about me in the past few years, but that has just been what has just been untrue and sad. I hope she finds some peace." Kathy said before that Andy treated her like a dog back when she was on Bravo, and if you recall, CNN fired her from the New Year's Eve program she hosted with Anderson Cooper, and then guess who got replaced? Obviously, Andy got that job. So I think there's obviously some bitterness there. Andy used to be her boss back at Bravo. So this is an ongoing thing that's going on. Is that Michael Better's phone over there?
If it is, I'm going to kill him. I'm going to kill him. Is it Michael Better's
It's our
phone?
senior
Can we
EP's
get
Can we get a shot of
It's
Michael
Bert
Better?
to Brow.
Michael Better.
Is it Bert's
If that was anyone else,
Michael Better, is that
heads
your
would have
phone,
rolled.
dude? Is that your
Adorable
phone?
Mike, we call him. He is a digital producer.
Oh wait,
This is
it was
Adorable Mike.
it was Bert to Brow.
Oh,
It
it's a
was mine.
producer's fault.
Yeah.
There we go. Somebody owes somebody $10.
That was hilarious. First off, I will just say, we've seen in the past few months, Kathy Griffin reaching out against Anderson Cooper, saying, I knew his mom better than he did.
Terrible.
And Andy Cohen, and they both are very, very close. She's lashing out. I've always protected comics. I'm a comic. I protect free speech. I get it. I've always not been okay with the Donald Trump thing she did. I've always been really uncomfortable with that.
For people that don't know, right.
Very Democratic, don't like Trump at all. That to me was too far as to the president. So I think this is someone on a rampage, and it looks a bit ugly, to be honest.
Yeah.
But a lot of people will go against me and say, hey, free speech.
Do you think she's jealous of their bestie friendship?
Yes.
I think so.
I think you're 100%
Absolutely.
correct.
And I applaud Andy for taking the high road
100%.
because Kathy Griffin, I don't want to compare it to, or I am comparing it to kind of like social media. When someone mean strikes you on social media, all they're looking for is a little attention.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and I think that's what Kathy's doing right now because she doesn't have much of a career left. She did that tour doing her stand-up show after the whole Trump thing. She did get a lot of support from that, but it's getting a little old to me.
It feels
now.
a little tired. And I think that, to be honest, I think the entire country feels the pendulum has gone so far with divisiveness.
Yes.
We just want something in the middle. You know what I mean? And she's not it, unfortunately. I do love her as a comic. I wish her well, but I think it went too far.
Yeah, I'm with you. All right, guys, move over. Riri, there was a new celebrity in town with a big new fashion line.
I am ready.
Steph loves this one. Kylie Jenner is hinting that her one-year-old daughter, Stormy, might be the next fashion mogul. She's teasing this Stormy merch on her Insta story with a child's tie-dye hoodie. There it is. You see it there. It's got a logo of a sun with storm clouds, raindrops, even a bolt of lightning. And if that wasn't enough, the word Stormy World is written across the logo. What else could it be?
I love this. Go Kylie and baby Stormy. Okay, so we all know Stormy's got absolutely nothing to do with this. This is Kylie Jenner and the Kardashians at their finest.
Wait. I disagree. I think she had some intellectual insight on this about the design.
No. This is the perfect mix of like Travis Scott with his tour that's just ended and Stormy and Kylie all coming together and making this cute little baby brand. This is going to fly off the shelves.
Can I be honest?
This is going to sell out.
Can I be honest? I totally trust her opinion. She always helps me get dressed. She says no, yay.
Stephanie?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
You're right. I should
Don't
have
even
said
dare
Stephanie.
say. I was going to say, don't call her out now on her outfit, but go on.
We should talk about the outfit later, but stay tuned for that. But I will say this to you. Do you not think Stormy World is a bit much for right now. I feel like right now that seems a bit.
Because Stormi's daddy, Travis Scott, just had Astro World Tour.
I feel you.
So they've mixed her name with the dad's best-selling tour and combined it together. So it's kind of like the two parents combining, which means more revenue, more money, more fans. I would wear that.
Well, Rib Rotgut just wrote us in right now and said she's using her child as a marketing tool. How do you respond to that?
She's a Kardashian Jenner. Of course she is. This is what they've made their billions on.
Okay.
Like, of course. I don't see anything wrong with this. I guarantee she painted that name before she even gave birth to the child.
It's got to be at the right price point. Let's be honest here. If it's like high end and bougie, I do not like this. If this is a Target line and it's affordable to a lot of people.
Be in Target, Jen.
Well, listen, I have 2 young boys, and you know how fast my poor second child, Leighton, he wears everything that Lawson wore. I'm the 3rd child. I wore everything my brothers wore. But it's like they grow out of it so fast. If it's at a high, price point,
I don't think it's going to be like we're talking the Gucci's and the Pradas. I think it's going to be mid-range. It's not going to be as much.
She's already a billionaire with her.
But what's her brand, right? Her brand is bougie people. She's not going to go for the Kohl's. That's Lauren Conrad.
Well, see, I'm not interested.
I understand, and that's your right.
I think good for her. She's doing incredibly well. She's one of the richest women in the world, if not the richest for a reason. Go, Kylie.
All right, a little support. I like it. All right, guys, never released photos of James Dean's fatal car crash are up for auction. The late James Dean, who is best known for films like Rebel Without a Cause and East of Eden, was killed at 24 years old while driving in California on his way to a racing event back in 1955. Now photos of the wreck are expected to go for $20,000, if not more. They were taken only hours after the accident, and it shows Dean's mangled Porsche. This might be a little morbid, but I'm going to be perfectly honest here. I'm interested in something like this. He's an icon to just this country, the world in general, let alone the Hollywood world. But the way he lived his life and the way he died and the way those pictures is kind of like a metaphor for his life. It's very fascinating to me. I'm going to be honest.
I think, to be honest with you, and you're going to make fun of me, but I think human nature is to look at car wrecks. Like, we always say, oh, we can't turn away from a train wreck. This is literally one of those things. And I think there's a morbid curiosity with death. Remember, the guy next to him in the passenger side walked out alive.
I didn't know that.
Okay?
I didn't know that.
So he was a Porsche mechanic who walked out alive saying the last words James Dean ever said was, I hope that guy sees me. And it was like a major moment. So I think people see a moment in time, an icon that was fast and furious, no pun intended about Paul Walker at all, but you've seen it repeated in the Paul Walker crash. And I think people are always going to be interested in death and short lives and sort of a flame in Hollywood. I do.
And people were interested in Princess Diana's death similar way, right?
Very true.
So the paparazzi obviously chased Princess Diana, and some of the footage and photos that were then later released and sold, the royal family actually had to stop them and sue people because they were going for millions of pounds.
That's disgusting.
Millions. People can't get enough of morbid, strange, sad situations, especially when it's a celebrity involved. They want to know all the nitty-gritty. But I think 20,000 is a really small amount for these pictures.
It's going for auction, so it could go for whatever. That's what they're guessing.
Yeah.
All right, guys, let's go on. Lil Nas X is in some hot water right now. He might be riding that Old Town Road straight into a courtroom. Let's get up to Raquel Vina with news at the moment.
That's right, Jeff. Rapper Lil Nas X was just hit with a $25 million lawsuit, all for his song Carry On, where he allegedly used a sample without permission. Now listen first to Bobby Caldwell's 1982 version, followed by Lil Nas X. So he didn't have a record deal yet when the song came out, and Sony is also being sued for not properly vetting the track. But it's not all bad news for Lil Nas X. His hit Old Town Road has topped the Hot 100 chart for 16 weeks now. And if it stays at #1 next week, he'll hold a world record.
Can I just call this out?
What?
We'd like to thank Raquel first.
Thank you, Raquel.
Thank you, guys.
Oh, welcome to Access, Tori.
That was unforgivably rude.
Raquel,
I apologize.
what do you think about Tori on Access,
I apologize.
Raquel?
Tori, I'm going to give you a pass because I love you.
Thank you so much. I love you. That was unforgivable.
She let you go. She let
No,
you go.
I do apologize. I will just say that sounded like the same song.
They're exactly
Right?
the same.
It did sound
Like,
very
let's just
similar.
call it what it is.
But do you think in today's day and age, we know how people get sued? The Marvin Gaye estate won a couple of these litigations.
As
Did
they
you
should
like
have.
that?
I do.
Did you like that?
$5 word, buddy.
Litigation right there. But
Nice.
I don't think anyone's intentionally trying to steal music. Is that fair?
No, I think as well, this song hasn't been released. It was prior to Sony, his management, taking him on board. And that's when obviously you get all your legal advice, your help, your assistance. So, you know, I mean, this is way pre-famous.
Yeah.
But the thing that makes me more disappointed is how is he going to be the ultimate selling artist when we've got the Beatles? Like, seriously?
Well, they're not around
Old
anymore.
Town Road,
Hey,
Lil Nas
it's pretty
X.
catchy. It's
Can I
pretty
be
catchy.
honest? Just like you've been kind of listening to it lately, haven't you?
He
Oh,
plays
yeah.
it all the time. He sings it all day
My
long.
son is 2 years old and he sings
Our
it.
DBL Nation wrote us in and was like, Tori, my granddaughter, my grandson, like a bunch of people said their babies listen
Oh, yeah.
to it. It's a very,
so there's something in there that's
there
catchy
is.
that everyone loves, Steph. I'm
Baby
sorry.
Shark times 2.
All right, let's get this last one in for Tori.
Oh, no.
Because you love, if kids you guys don't know, you'll know now. Gwyneth Paltrow is getting real about aging and what happens when you're no longer considered, quote, beautiful. The 46-year-old actress addressed the topic on the most recent episode of Goop's podcast, The Beauty Closet. Let's listen.
I've always felt so funny about my looks. I've been considered to be this woman, you know.
Beautiful woman.
Well, you know, that's sort of how I've been considered.
that's
Not by everyone, but if you have this broad identity as that, like, what does it mean to get
alter.
wrinkles
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
like get closer to menopause and all these things? And it's like, what happens to your identity as a woman if you're not and beautiful?
Yeah. What does happen?
That was very honest, Tori. What's wrong?
Okay, here's what I'll say. I'm a feminist. If you are going through menopause and you feel something and you're a celebrity, you're allowed to say that, yes. But don't start with, you know, it's so hard is when I'm super famous and everyone loves me and it's wonderful to be beautiful. That is already turning me off. If you had said, yo, I am super famous.
Start with yo.
Okay, I'm sorry. Stop it. If I'm privileged, I have the doctors, the Botox, the serums, I get it. But I'm going through menopause and I'm having a really hard time. I am listening to you. I'm interested in you. When you start with it's a hard thing because I'm pretty,
beautiful.
I am out. I think this is so on brand for her. Out of touch, tone deaf, Paltrow-esque.
Wow. What do you think?
All right, I went to Gwyneth's place in Italy for a TV show. Let's have a little look at some of the pictures of said pad. So that's her swimming pool.
And this is not Photoshop.
This is not
real.
Photoshop. So I filmed a TV show here. These are real pictures she has in her house of really famous paintings that she's had her face.
Look at that.
Painted onto.
Look at that.
So does that seem like someone who doesn't think that they're beautiful?
It's a really good point.
Yeah, no,
that's-
I think not, darling.
That's a little
no.
vain.
It's a
Little
little
bit.
vain. Well, it's not vain if you do it, right, Steph? Because I think
what do
we
you
might.
mean, Tori?
I think we might have a picture of something at your apartment we went to.
Wow. Steph, you got a great place.
You look great in that Van Dyke right there.
That's the girl with the pearl earring, aka me, with ones from Target, as you could say.
I think we're coming over tonight, Steph.
I think so too.
Thanks for the invite.
I wish that was my
Diving
life.
into Steph. I love it.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Things just got weird.
Access.
All right, TVL is live. We'll bring you breaking news as soon as it happens. Coming up, the stars of Hulu's TV version of the romantic comedy classic 4 Weddings and a Funeral give us all the behind-the-scenes details we can expect, and find out why former First Lady Michelle Obama is Stephanie's fashion inspiration this week. That's next in Fashion Fix Friday.
Tori, she's exhausting, says rib rot gut. Do you like Gwyneth?
Oh, I thought you said Tori was exhausting. I was like, yes, I agree. That's what it sounded like to me. I'm like, wow, I love this
To
viewer.
be honest,
Who is
you
that?
look like a babe on Christmas morning when I said that. You were like,
I was like, I don't know who this viewer is, but I love that.
okay, do you like Gwyneth?
I love.
Oh, is this it?
When I'm upset.
Yeah. Yeah.
So annoying.
I don't have to say anything. You just ride with it.
People like living vicariously through daring people. I'm thinking I'm loving Friday already. I love, thank you, Jeff, Stephanie, and especially Tori.
You know what's weird is that I didn't even realize that today was Friday because I thought it was Thursday night.
Oh, you're gonna go there. Explain it.
What do you mean?
Explain it.
Well, I'm not saying. I'm just saying. I
Don't
thought
make
it was.
me say it.
I thought it was Thursday.
So last night we went to Top of the Town, and it was at Larimer Square, and for Denver it was like a big deal. And guess what? I wore the same dress that I'm wearing right now, and he
We have
thinks
a whole wardrobe
it's
of clothes back there.
hilarious. Look, I want to reuse. It's eco-friendly. I look great.
What?
Write in if
When
you
you-
think I should have changed.
Write in and say yes. You should have changed. We're out of time. Now it's
Kyle
just
Baxter says.
Welcome back to DBL. I'm Steph Jones, your resident fashionista, and it's time for Fashion Fix Friday. So let's kick it off with my What the Fashion moment of the week. Spilling red wine on a white outfit is usually a fashion emergency of the highest order. Well, that's what happened to this girl, but her friend came up with quite the solution. More wine. Her tie-dye solution went viral, but are those clothes sticky and damp? I mean, sure, it does look better, but the amount of wine wasted classifies this as a true what the fashion moment. Save the wine, people. And next, a big birthday shout out to Jennifer Lopez, who turned 50 this week. In true JLo style, the singer/actress celebrated in a one-piece dress that showed a little more skin than fabric. The sexy metallic Versace stunned guests, but what I'm wondering is whether designer Donatella Versace took her inspiration from another royal. Either way, you look great, and happy birthday, Princess Jalea. Nice. And next, I'm giving a Steph shout out to Michelle Obama. The former First Lady dressed in her summery best for a lunch date with Sex and the City actress Sarah Jessica Parker. And I can't decide what I'm in love with more, her boho cork wedges or her Prada messenger bag. And she even added her own personal touch by weaving a scarf into the strap. And never mind, I can't decide. I love both equally. I mean, watch out Jackie O, because Michelle is coming for your style icon status, babes. That's been another edition of Fashion Fix Friday. And tonight, let's be honest, it's the Stephanie Show. Jones this Friday. Every Wednesday and Friday, I guarantee I'll mess it up. And after the break, I'll be back with a couple of cast members of 4 weddings and a funeral. This movie is being turned into a series on Hulu, and it's coming up next.
DBL Nation, it's Raquel here with Leo, and we have a breakdown of the hottest movie of the summer, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. So before we get started on the actual details of the movie, I just want to make clear to anyone that's going to go see it to research about the Manson family and the life of Sharon Tate. Because what I really like about this movie is that Sharon Tate's family, her sister, really likes the portrayal of Sharon Tate as Margot Robbie, which is nice because in other movies she's always been viewed as the victim, and this time we get to see Sharon Tate be Sharon Tate,
Yeah,
which
that's
is lovely.
great.
So Leo, what were your thoughts on the movie?
Oh, I love the movie, top to bottom, everything. I just want to start with the cinematography. Love Tarantino's shots as usual, but this just honed in on that 60s Hollywood vibe. It honestly felt like a movie from the 60s.
It was so accurate. Every little detail down to the music is 1969.
Yeah.
So get ready to be transported for
So,
sure.
Brad or Leo?
Ooh, okay. So in the movie, they play an actor and a stuntman, and I love Leonardo DiCaprio's performance. Oh, it's amazing. An actor played an actor who's an actor and still maintaining that actor thing, but
Yeah.
I gotta give it up to Brad too. What do you say?
I gotta say Brad because while I do love Leo, and that takes some massive talent to go from
Yes.
being an actor in a movie, shot in a movie, and being an actor in that movie within a movie, that is some serious talent switching back and forth. But Brad's character, his lines, like there's a scene where he's eating macaroni straight out of the pot, like he just is a blue collar actor, and it's a better
Hot.
role. Yeah,
It's
yeah, wow.
so hot
You
in
gotta
it.
get one shirtless scene, and it's
Yeah.
hot.
Just know that. Anyway, we want to know what you think. We would both recommend that you go see it in theaters. Yeah, we
Definitely.
give it a 2 thumbs up. But give us your thoughts. Let us know. Write us back, DBL Nation. We will see you next time. Bye.
Welcome back to DBL. Of course you remember the classic rom-com 4 Weddings and a Funeral starring Hugh Grant and Andie MacDowell. Well now, more than 25 years later, it's getting the TV treatment. The miniseries on Hulu is a reimagined version of the movie, and earlier on, I got the chance to talk with 2 of the show's main cast members. Check it out in today's Chatting with the Stars. So Rebecca Rittenhouse and Nikesh Patel, welcome to DBL. I'm so excited to talk with you about the new Hulu series, 4 Weddings and a Funeral. So Rebecca, tell me what makes this version different than the 1994 rom-com?
A lot of things make it different. Obviously, we have a wonderfully diverse cast. It's more of a reimagining than the original.
Good luck, man. Love will find a way, bro. But I'll wait here just in case it doesn't.
With like how we find our partner is explored in ways that are very relevant to now, whereas I think the original film is from, it's 1994, it's of its period, and it's of a certain of society, I think.
Well, we're going to see an awkward moment at the altar. And I want to know from both of you, what's the weirdest thing that you've ever seen at a wedding?
Well, I'll tell you this story. I accidentally cut my friend's wedding cake.
Oh.
How did that happen?
Well, it was very confusing because it was like a whole dessert table. And then there was one small cake. One of the waiters was standing right there, and I said, "What is this cake? Can I cut it?" And he was like, yeah, go ahead.
Oh.
And so I cut it and I ate it. And then the next day I was talking to my friend, the bride, and she was like, "Somebody cut our wedding cake."
Did you fess up?
Did you
And
fess up?
yes,
Yeah.
I did. I was
well
like,
done.
"Oh my God."
That's
That was
hilarious.
me. It was really good.
And Andie MacDowell, who was in the original 4 Weddings and a Funeral, makes an appearance in the trailer. So, Rebecca, can you give us any hints about her role?
Yeah, she plays my mom. And she and I have a tense relationship at times. She's hilarious in the role and is a lovely, fun, vivacious person. It was great to have her.
Well, Rebecca and Nikesh, it's been a pleasure chatting to you both, and I can't wait to check out 4 Weddings and a Funeral, which will be on July the 31st.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
We'll be right back.
Welcome back to the DBL Stream Team. I'm Leo, here with Kelly to talk about trending shows on Netflix, Hulu, and Amazon Prime, which means you guys can join us in watching these shows too. This week we're talking about Queer Eye, which is about 5 men who make over people's lives completely.
The Fab
Five.
Five.
The Fab Five, guys. That's what they're called. And Kelly, you're the expert on this show.
I am. I love this show.
Yeah.
So we've had a lot of seasons coming. We're actually in Missouri for this season again. But we know they went to Japan at some point, so I assume next season will be in Japan. Yeah, pretty excited about that. Actually, Bobby and Karama are friends to the show. We've had them on at DBL, so shout out to y'all. I sat in bed and just cry-watched this this weekend. It's a really great show. It's a feel-good type of show. So it came from Queer Eye, the Straight Guy, which was a show back in the 90s and 2000s. So it came from that, but now it's not just a guy they're making over. They could make over a girl. It's really fun to see. Anyone.
And honestly, you just got me into this series this weekend.
And you like it, huh?
Episodes, really enjoy it.
Yep.
But it does make me want to get my life together. I feel
new
like
wardrobe.
I need the full makeover. I mean, these guys do the full thing. They do wardrobe, grooming, cooking,
house,
cleaning,
everything.
Like, they change people's lives drastically.
Yep.
And after watching it, I'm like, man, I need me a Fab 5
No,
makeover. Fab 5.
you've got great
y'all
style.
Y'all should make me over because I just really need a little bit
This
of
is our
help.
casting call. But yeah, I love the show. It's a feel-good show. I told Leo, just wait, you're eventually gonna cry. So I'm waiting for him to text me and be like, you're right, it's so good, I'm crying.
All right,
It hasn't happened yet. He said he wasn't gonna cry, but he will.
I did shed a little bit of a tear in that first episode.
Oh,
Not gonna
it's so
lie.
good. It's so
little
great.
bit. But our classic show this week is Gilligan's Island, which is such a classic. I haven't really watched that many episodes of the show, but 7 strangers get stranded on an island, and Gilligan is the main character, and they've got to get off of this island.
Let's just admit it, Leo. We're young. We've never watched the
Never
show,
watched it.
but it is a classic show. My parents love this show, so I actually will be checking it out.
Yeah, check it out. Check that one out on Amazon Prime, guys. That is available to stream right now, and also coming up on Netflix. Orange is the New Black.
Oh, yeah.
Season 7, which is going to be the final season.
Yep.
If you've been following along so far, you're going to enjoy this culmination of the entire series. It's almost done, guys. But that's all we have for this week, and we'll see you next time on the DBL Stream Team.
Welcome back to DBL, and bear with me on this one, guys, because I might be a bit of a mess, but we have got some sad news to report. The passing of someone very close to the DBL family. Today we're honouring the life of John Ferret. He died yesterday. He was only 59 years old. He was the most amazing person ever. He climbed the ranks at William Morris Agency. He became the executive vice president, and he represented most of the people you see on your TV today, including the Beach Boys, TV host Piers Morgan, and so many others. And he remembered him in this way. He sent a message out today saying, "R.I.P. John Ferret, my brilliant manager and ferociously loyal, kind, charismatic, and supremely talented friend. I trusted him with my life, and he enriched my life so much. Thank you, John, for everything you did for me and my family." And he also represented myself for many years. He's the only reason I'm in America. I literally love this man so much. And it's such a sad, sad day. It really, really is. He's honestly the most amazing person. I can tell you what, he could be a bit of a bugger too, but you know, we all send our best wishes, as does Bert, our senior producer, Lisa Credos. He's managed everyone in the studio, so we love you very much.
Well, sorry for your loss, Steph, and he will be remembered, guys. Have a great weekend. We'll see you on Monday, guys. Have a good one.